guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be installing a fuel pressure gauge. One of the neat things about a fuel pressure gauge is that it can help you identify any issues along the fuel system. For example, if you have low fuel pressure, it's possible that your fuel pump is starting to go. Another thing is that for all the modified engines out there, fuel pressure gauge can help you adjust your fuel pressure up or down. That's only if you pair it with an adjustable fuel pressure regulator, and that can ensure that you get adequate fuel to your modified engine. So we're going to install the fuel pressure gauge today, so let's get to work. Alright, to start things off, I'm going to let you guys know where you're actually going to be mounting the gauge. The gauge goes on the fuel filter, so you can see there's two lines here for the fuel filter. The line that you're going to be connecting the fuel pressure gauge to is the right side. This is the bolt that goes to your fuel rail here. So this line attaches to this side. So you're going to remove this Banjo bolt and replace it with the Banjo bolt that comes with the kit. Alright, to get started, we're going to need to release the gas pressure. So we're going to open up the gas cap to release the pressure first before we disconnect the line for the fuel filter. So as you can see, no pressure. It has been sitting overnight, so that's fine. You always want to release the pressure first. Alright, so next we're going to take some rags and we're going to shove rags in here so that it can catch any of the excess fuel that's going to leak out. Fuel is definitely going to leak out when we break the Banjo bolt. It is a little tight in here, but you can do it without removing anything, essentially. There you go. Now we'll just get a socket. I think the easiest way is to get a socket and some pliers to hold down the line, and then just gun off the bolt. When you torque it, you have to hold it down and then, torque it down, but definitely need to gun this off. It's faster. I'll bring you up close to show you what I'm actually doing. So as you can see, with the fuel filter, you see there's this tab here. I usually just put my wrench here so that it's holding in place and then gun it off. And then when I'm torquing it, same thing. This way I have something to hold on to so it doesn't move. As you can see, it's pretty wobbly, right? So this way, you're holding on to it essentially. And quick and easy, we're just gonna gun it off. Just like that. And there wasn't any fuel leak. Wow. But be careful because there are some washers on here. Like that, it's off. Just gunned it quick. We will be replacing the washer that's in here. So you could attempt to reuse it, but it is advised against it to reuse these. You have to really check if they're flat or not. They are crush washers. I mean, this washer actually looks fine, but we will replace it anyways. So with the adapter, here's the new washer that I have. So we're gonna just put this on and screw it on. We're gonna have to torque this down to 16 foot-pounds, I believe. So it's not a lot of torque. Alright, now we're going to install the gauge as well as this adapter. So we're going to need to wrap some Teflon tape around all these threads. Alright, now we're going to screw this in. I'm going to use a 17 wrench to make sure that it's fully tight. And then we're going to screw this one in. So I find with the adapter it's a little hard to see unless I twist it out to this area here so that I could tighten it out a little more. Yeah, if it faces this side, it will look a little bit better. But the other way is just to install this right on top so that you could see it right on the top. But I think it's okay. I could twist it around. All right, there you go. That's where the gauge is sitting, and it is somewhat visible. I think it might look better if it was just facing straight up and you could just look over, but I guess that looks pretty good too. That way it's it's actually facing straight. But now all we have to do is just fire up the car and check the fuel pressure. And we're gonna have to check for leaks as well. So let's fire up the car first. Alright, let's check for leaks now. It looks like it's leaking a little bit. I guess I didn't tighten it up enough. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten all this a little bit more. Alright, I remounted it like this so it's easier to see. Honestly, it was very difficult when I was just facing straight ahead. So this looks better. I'm going to fire it up again and check for any leaks. I tightened everything down pretty good now, so it shouldn't be leaking. But we'll see. All right, everything is tight, no more leaks. We've checked it. The pressure will slowly go down. I've fired it up, so it's currently reading still around like 25-ish because, you know, I pressurized the system for a while. So until the pressure slowly releases itself, it's gonna stay there and then go down to 0. But the gauge works. Looks like my fuel pressure is around 30, which is not optimal, but that is what it is. I think 36 to 41 is the Honda recommended fuel pressure. So I think maybe my fuel pump's going, or maybe the fuel pressure regulator is a little bit not so good, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still getting fuel pressure, so I'm good. So I made a mistake here. The fuel pressure as per the Honda manual should be around 36 to 41 PSI with the fuel pressure regulator vacuum hose disconnected. So with the vacuum hose connected, it should be around 28 to 36 PSI. So the fuel pressure is within spec. That's it for this video, guys. That's how you would install a fuel pressure gauge into a EF hatch or CRX, or maybe even the DA Integra, because we all utilize the same fuel filter. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Yeah.